Year 5 Workbook Unit 7 Growing Up, page 64. Reading a true story. Read the text, choose the correct words. A true story. 22-year-old British student Chris Hemsworth went on a long holiday. First, he traveled to the USA and next he visited Australia. He had a camera and he took photos. In Australia, he visited a place next to the sea called Byron Bay. One day he went on a boat with friends and he took his camera. But the boat moved a lot and his camera went into water. Chris looked for the camera but he didn't find it. He was sad because his holiday photos were on it. 6 months later, Australian man Steve Carmody found the camera, but he didn't find it in Byron Bay. He found it 97 kilometers away. He looked at the photos. There were a lot of pictures of a tall young man with short, fair hair, sometimes with sunglasses. He was often found in front of a monument or in a famous place. Steve wanted to give the photos back to the man, so he put 2 of the pictures on Facebook and asked, "Do you know this man?" More than 8,000 people shared the photos. One of Chris' friends saw them and he told Chris the good news. Chris is at home in the UK. Because of Steve's help, he's now got all his amazing photos. Thank you, Steve. So read the text and choose the correct words. This is a story about a camera. The end of the story is happy. Read the text again. Put the story in the correct order. Number the sentence. Chris Hemsworth visited the USA. Next, Chris went to Byron Bay in Australia. Chris went on a boat in Byron Bay. Chris' camera went into the water. Steve Carmody found the camera. Steve put the photos on Facebook. Chris' friends saw the photos on Facebook. Now, Chris is in the UK. He's got the photos. Read the text again, write true or false. Chris Hemsworth is a teacher. False. Chris' holiday was long. True. Chris went on a boat with Steve. False. Steve is from Australia. True. Chris is a short man. False. Steve put 5 photos on Facebook. False, because he put 2 photos on Facebook. Answer the questions. Write complete sentences. How old was Chris Hemsworth? He was 22 years old. Why was Chris very sad about the camera? He was sad because his holiday photos were on it. Where was the camera when Steve found it? It was 97 km from Byron Bay. Where was Chris in a lot of the photos? He was in front of a monument or in a famous place. Where is Chris now? He's home in the UK. What type of person do you think Steve is? He's a nice person because he returned Chris' camera. Vocabulary plus. Complete the sentences using the past simple form of the verbs. There are 3 extra verbs. When Dad was young, he had curly hair. Paul is tall. He grew a lot last year. I made a nice present for Jane. My aunt gave me some money. My mom took a photo of me. I collected photos of my favorite film star. I've got a lot of them. Thanks for watching. Do click like and subscribe for more videos.